Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review, an episode of Table Talk. But this is going to be a hybrid today because it's going to be a little bit of story time mixed in, just a sprinkle on top of Table Talk. So now that it has been abundantly brought to my attention, HPI's back. HPI, to me, was one of my original go-to companies. That's why this is sitting on the bench right now. This is the OG HPI Venture, which now has been re-released, which we'll get into that body, but the reason I wanted this so bad was when the initial spy shots came out, FJ Cruiser. Miss Diane had an FJ Cruiser. So I had to have this. And it took forever for this to come out. Now, cripe, where are they even? Well, let me swing this around. So, there's the biggest letdown. Right there. Waiting for this to come out. These tires, I don't even know. I don't even know what engineer designed these tires. These tires do nothing. Let's just bring her in close. Look at these tires. They have no traction at all. They're just these weird clumpy things. So that's where that one's sitting. It's not going back on. This truck, whoa, I got a little hesitant with once HPI looked like they were gone. I was very hesitant on this truck because Miss Diane gets a little rowdy with it. And, you know, as the norm for any of you who watch the channel. Oh, wait a minute. I'll have to show you that. That is cool. The rear. So, for Miss Diane, of course, headlights, marker lights / turn signals. It's one of these old light kits. You know, brake lights, marker lights, backup lights. Went through the whole procedure of drilling this out because this was a still is, beautiful body. As crazy as Miss Diane has gotten with it, she has never damaged the body. Let me just mend that real quick with my tape. You can see it through the window. So, there you go, a nice old school cheap light kit. You know, I'm not a professional, but I play one on YouTube. So, now HPI's back. They've re-released. That's rude, that dirty little cord sticking out. There we go. So, they've re-released the Venture. They have it in a builder's kit. I am going to buy the builder's kit. For $199, you can't really go wrong. But today, we're just going to throw a new EcoPower W110. We're going to throw that new servo in there because this is running all the original electronics. And there is no problem with any of them except for that worthless steering servo. And you know me, I'm not usually one to throw the words around. But that servo is to the point where it's hilarious, is that once on the bench, you can flip it back and forth and it looks like it's impressive. That is dirty tires on a work map. And it looks fine until you put your finger against that tire and it has no power at all. So today we're going to pull that top off. We're going to throw a new servo in it. And I'm going to show you some bits. If you've never seen the Venture, because from what I've looked at now, I keep forgetting we're going to show you that part. I doubt the new one has this setup, but the old swing out tire bar is part of the hold down system that keeps the body from rattling. And I guess I can't keep the body from rattling. There, the front's on. There we go. So there's a hook here. It hooks into there, and it's got a body pin that mounts on the corner. And it makes this body, well, when you got the front pins in, the body doesn't rattle. HPI, you had some great ideas, but they came out at the very end. So we're going to leave that. And then we're going to put this off to the side, even though still beautiful body. But the new ones, in my opinion, why is the heat coming back on? Okay, it's back on. This vehicle, which it is out of scale with a lot of the new rigs. Let's do this real quick. Let's do it. Let's measure stuff. PG measuring, mind you. So, it looks like it's a straight 12-inch wheelbase, which I don't know the measurements of those. These wheelbases, whatever 12 inch is. Let's get in there. Yep. No. It is about 12 and a fourth. Now, when I compare it to most things, yep, Axial Gen 2s or SCX 10 2s were basically its competition in those days. So that is the wheelbase. Now, I am quite certain you can move that around. You've got 3 holes for the shocks. They're perfectly straight up and down. You can move those suckers around, stretch it out. It's got plastic links, which it's a little bit of a head scratcher. HPI's first venture, no pun intended, or was it? Their first venture / foray into the crawler market has a bunch of weird things. Now, the A-arm shock mount is metal, but the shock mounts are then plastic. The diff cover is metal. You've got metal on the hexes for the wheels. Again, metal diff cover, metal brackets, metal third link for the top connecting link, but the rear two are straight off of a Wheelie King, and they're plastic, and they mount as a Y harness to just one hole on the top of the rear diff. Got my hand in there. So it's like super innovation and then a lot of corners cut. Now the steering link is metal and it is behind the axle, but it also has where the front, well, let me look. The lower mount for the transmission that goes into a metal dog bone with all metal, but meanwhile it's made so that that metal upper link will, if I can get that in there, if you can see where my thumb is, the transmission is made so that will not bottom out. I mean, they made a cutout for it. I mean, there's a lot of engineering that went into this, but then it's weird engineering. Why would you make, you got plastic drive shafts, but everything else is metal. You've got an upper metal link, but you got plastic lower links. I don't know. But meanwhile, that's easy fix. They're straight. That is straight links. I've got a ton of links laying around. I could replace those. But I was very hesitant about, this kind of stuff that is made to clip onto the axle. So, with all these doodads of metal, wait a minute, let's keep going. So, the panhard mount. You've got a metal link, plastic ends, but you've got a big metal panhard mount. See, Axial, how easy that was to fix the SCX-103? And then, for your link mounts, for the top, instead of building them into the hub, you made a metal piece that screws onto it. And that's where my kind of hesitancy came with some of this stuff of damaging this truck. But now that they have one as a builder's kit and as a kit, which let's just touch on that body right now. One thing I love about Arrma and their made-up bodies is a lot of times they're very surgical, very straight, very, off the cuff kind of bodies. The new Venture in the Ready to Run has a great looking body. It's not licensed, God knows what it is, but it's reminiscent to me of some of the earlier, some of the current Red Cat offerings that aren't licensed. They're just tough looking. So, let's get back. Some of the things I didn't look at was like the battery mount. You've got a nice mount in here. Let's get that out of the way. It's got a pin for a body clip, but it comes with these little weird doodads on it because obviously, even though the receiver or the speed control has LiPo on it, those don't work with a LiPo. Let me just check. Here's a LiPo. Yeah, they don't work. They don't fit on there at all. Yeah, that just doesn't work. So, what we're going to do in real time, while I just yabbled away, I'm going to throw a new servo in it. We're going to see if it's better, because we're going to take it, we're going to run it up the course real quick. Now, I've got these. What are these? The Axial Maxxis tires. This truck is really light, so I'm going to throw these on backwards. Instead of this way, we're going to put them on this way. And we're going to see how they do on the course. Now, this thing is, because it's got all these lights in it, is just all kinds of wires. Because Miss Diane likes some doodads. Don't tell her I said that. But with this, most trucks are pretty easy to get to the servo. This one I'm going to have to remove the panhard mount and the steering link just so we can see these are EcoPowers are made. I'm going to have to see if this is going to work. So, get the handy dandy out, because we're going to have to move this body mount. And While I'm taking screws out, I'm going to tell you guys. So, it got warm. And I went out today, and I made you guys the requested driving video for... Oh, it's dusty. For the HG803. Now, when you go from 28 below to 0, that's pretty nice. But, oh, I can't do that. My hands were cold. With the HG, you have to run the... damn it, why am I having a hard time thinking of these? These radios are pistol grip radios, and the other transmitter has got the... Oh, there we go, right off. It has the sticks on it. So, my hands got cold. And I was screwing up left and right with the video. So, the driving video is only like 3.5 minutes. But because I'm a one-taker, no editor kind of guy, you're going to get a part 1 and a part 2. Because I'm just pathetic. And that video, I actually had a hootenanny out there. Because that truck, that HG, man, it's got those lights that come on it are nice. And they are powerful. And my storm I had, we ran... what did we get? 12 inches of snow. What is that? There we go. Over 12 inches. So there was a lot of cleanup I had to do. So the trail looks really good. Here's another fun fact. Let's put a servo saver on a crawler. It's really weird. Ooh, it's gonna work. No way. Okay, let's try it. So, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I've showed you the guys this before. This is a little cheap Amazon special. And I'll tell you what. This little deal for centering your servos is great. I mean, I guess, never mind. We're not even going to use those today. We are going to put you out of the way. Because I've got all these light doodads. One of these, I think it's that one. That one is already set up. Whoa. Wow. That was different. Was one of those bit? Let's go. Get in there. Okay. That was weird. So, flick on. I love this camera angle because I can do all this random stuff in the background. And you guys don't even see it. But I still have to flip this sucker around. There we go. Things have beeped. Wow. And, like a dumbass, get rid of that weak one. Put the good one on. There we go. And what just fell out? Oh, my panhard mount. Okay. Okay, that looks like it's doing stuff. So, okay. That looks like it's doing stuff. So, we can put that in there. Put that in there. Oh. Didn't do that. Okay. Unplug. Unhook. Let's get all that out of the way. Seemed like it was where it was supposed to be. Doodle-doo-doo. If you haven't done this, this is actually, in the RC scheme of things, one of the quickest, easiest things you can do. Change out the servo. And this is, again, one of the reasons you have a ton of tools. For RC, if you're new, make sure you always run out and go grab you some microscopic tools. Oh wow, that went right past there. Wow. So, there we go. In the RC world, needle nose that are this tiny are a must. Because if you have to try to do all of this with, tweezers or forceps all the friggin' time, that gets tedious. And that's enough to make you not want to work on RC cars. Tink, tink, tink. Okay. Oh, crap. Like a dumbass. I didn't put this back on. I can't believe that fits so perfect. Something's going to backfire on me. Like the fact that screw doesn't fucking... Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Wow. Potty mouth. Went right to the potty word. Where are my 2.0 wrenches? Coming over here. That's a 2.5. Why am I missing two of my... Where the heck are my 2.0s? Oh, man. Here we go. Horrible video. You guys can just tune right out now. I am... Okay. There's one. Where the hell's my other one at? See, I'm using the tool, but I can't. Huh. That's weird. Does this HPI screw not work? Huh. Let's just see. Man, I should have left the dungeon on while I was listening to him. Yep, that is way too small. Okay. Throwing that out, and that is, again, the joy of having many things. Okay, let's pull out the big guy. Yes, so you always need to have many, many drawers of hardware when working on said RC vehicles. Now, I know damn well that I have put a lot of this stuff in rigs. So let's see. Why don't you get on my way, Pitman Arm? Okay. So this is not the included hardware by any stretch of the imagination, but... Oh, and it won't fit in that hole. Yep, I was prepping for the fact that I may have to use some alternate hardware. Okay. So you're too fat-headed. Big head. He's got a big head and it just failed him. Oh, there's my little lifts I was looking for. Well, let's try one of these guys. Huh. Okay. That one works. That one's too small. Let's see. Okay. This one looks like it'll fit everybody. Let's just see. Ooh, it went in. Do. Are you guys bored yet? If you are, you could always go back and replay my Lions. Okay, that's weird. It's got... Well... It's got a lot of play to it. So, let's try something different. Wow. Do. Ooh, that might work. Okay, let's just remove this servo saver thing completely, since it's weird and I can't say that I have servo savers on anything in this workshop except for Tamiya stuff. So let's just see about putting one of these Protects on there. Ooh, that went on nice. And I don't understand. So this will be direct. This will be direct drive little sucker here. Which are always weird. Where's one of those little guys? Oh, that's the big... Where's the little one at? This is a whole episode of me talking to myself. Kind of a double whammy there. Not that I think it needs that, but we are just going to double up on all of it. And now I can put these screws in. So, to me, this is Monday. And that's my Sunday. So, what'd you guys all do yesterday? Did you work in the workshop? Did you overhaul anything? Did you go drive? You know, some of you guys, you suckers, get to go drive all the time because it's still nice where you're at. Okay, throw that down there. Let me see. Ooh. Yeah, I still got to work on that one arm, but I think that'll work. I mean, I spent Saturday, for me, was... Is that going to work? Oh, yeah. My Saturday was 27 below, and I didn't get anything done outside. But I did get a lot done on the course. And now I just need to stand and look, because what the hell am I supposed to be doing right now? Oh, the bumper, which has a nice little strength setup going, Pitman arm, single for the front bumper mount. Now I did have to take that front bumper though. Oh, damn it. That is why they did that. That is why they did that setup. I've just discovered it. That setup clears. It clears the bumper. Oh, man. Oh, man, did I F it up. F'd it up. How many other YouTube channels do you go where the guys just did something and just F'd it up? That's what I just did. So, what we're going to do, or we're going to try to do, is see if we can use this hardware wait a minute. I guess the other one wiggles too. I mean, not as much as that one, but let's just take that hardware out. We're going to use this guy. Of course, that won't go down in there. You sucker. So I can't say. It doesn't even wiggle an inch the other way. So let's see. So it's not necessarily a servo saver to protect the servo. It is a servo saver that is just elongated. That's weird. I don't understand why it wiggles so much. Wow, this is just turning south. Bad way. Huh. Wait a minute, where's that other one? Does this one fit in there? Nope, that one doesn't fit in there. I was just going to try to put some kind of spacer in there to stabilize it. Hold on one second. Okay, brain fart solved. I don't understand. I must have grabbed the wrong hardware. Man, does that sucker sit right on top of that. I might have to check this real quick. Well, we didn't get to use it before, but now I guess we're going to get to use it. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to do this. Because I guess with the new servo, it's a little bit off. So, I marked it off. I'm going to do a little cut. So, stand by again.